What's up guys, Rich Bash. I got my TRAXXAS X-MAXX 8S in front of me. About to take off for another run. Just want to give some feedback on the truck and go over some changes I made to it. My first run with the truck, bone stock, it did actually really well at the skate park. Unfortunately, my second time out a couple days later, I ended up bending my center drive shaft and losing a couple of the stock gears. It's no secret the stock gears are kind of junky. You'll see I basically knocked off some teeth off my spur gear, ended up knocking 2 teeth off my pinion. I also noticed after pulling my motor I had a large crack here in my rear end bell. It's kind of a trip because both end bells are plastic and then they anchor on with the plastic motor mount. So I also pulled out my stock ESC. This unfortunately started to kind of glitch out my first run at the skate park. My center drive shaft definitely bananaed up after a few times off the ramp. Unfortunately, I couldn't straighten this thing enough to actually fit through the spray system. I want to give my brother David a big shout out for lending this to me. This is temporary for now. He got this off of eBay. Basically, it's a solid aluminum piece with a bearing on each side. I definitely like the concept of having some center support. I just think the ultimate solution is going to have to allow for lots of chassis flex. Super excited to see what M2C Racing has for this. The shocks came really soft out of the box, so I went ahead and I put in 60 weight in the front and I've got 50 weight in the rear. I think the truck came with 30. This is feeling pretty good for now. Also upgraded my rear axle carriers to RPM with the oversized bearing. Went ahead and replaced both rear arms with HD top and bottom. I went and put in the RPM pins. The biggest change of this truck, guys, you'll notice this beautiful top plate / ESC mount. Huge shout out to Mitch and Avery Looper at M2C Racing. This is an absolute gorgeous design. It basically bolts in here at the front and at the rear. Then it locks in the back here also to their 7075 sliding motor mount. Here's a shot of one of the mount slides still in the bag, but this is super trick. Huge hats off to Mitch. Basically you have 4 anchor spots directly onto your motor, which is kind of unique. And then it's got all the slots on the side to go ahead and lock in your mesh. You'll see the sliding motor mount. It'll take 2 bolts on each side. This is super simple to set my mesh. So you guys will see I went ahead and put a Hobbywing 5687. This is the 1100 in here. I went ahead and dropped in a 50 tooth hardened steel spur I got online. Then I've got a Saga pinion up here. This is a 32 tooth Mod 1. This is just a killer design, being able to pull your motor straight out once you remove the 4 bolts. Also makes it super simple to get your mesh set right. There's no question the 5687 1100 has way more power than the stock motor. In fact, when I went to test it, unfortunately, I really couldn't control the truck with a stock tire, hence putting on these belted Pro lines. So with either a Max 6, the stock ESC, or the Firma 160, you can either mount your ESC up here or leave it in the stock position. I had already cut the tabs off of this Firma so it fit in there no problem. You'll see with all these different mounting holes, huge props to Mitch. He designed this so all these are countersunk under the bottom. You can basically bolt on a Max 6, a Max 5, the Castle ESCs, as well as a stock ESC, I believe. So I'm definitely still learning this platform. Lots of screws. I went ahead and stripped the whole rear end. I put silicone earplugs in my center diff, and I went with 100K in the rear. Just got some of Mitch's custom Delrin O-ring style pistons. These are absolutely awesome. Again, guys, these are slotted at the bottom. If you face the slots downward, essentially what it does is it puts pressure on this O-ring that kind of goes around the piston. Really helps with dampening, just makes hard landing so much more plush. We're going to spend the next few weeks just testing these and coming up with the best size piston holes for this platform. I'll definitely include footage from my second attempt, but again, unfortunately, the gears in the center drive shaft just gave up kind of early. Second outing. Oh! Ooh! Oh! Alright, hopefully I'll have better luck out this time, guys. Oh, I've got a heli out there. Well, it definitely has way more power than the stock setup, guys. Yeah, these tires just hook up, guys. They're freaking killer. Ooh! First body eject. Well, I knew that was coming, guys. That was the first official body eject. Just gonna kind of get a feel on the motor here real quick. So far, it looks like my teeth are looking okay on the gears. Motor feels maybe 110, 115. EC feels nice and cool too, so this is pretty awesome. Well, she's a fun truck, guys, body flying or not. So far, everything's looking good, guys. I'm super impressed. So another big thanks and shout out to Mitch and Avery Looper. So I got a 105 on the motor. ESC, I'm getting like in the 80s, so maybe 90. Yeah, low to mid 90s. That's absolutely amazing. So super impressed with this combo, guys. Big Bertha. Oh, just cannot get the front up, guys. Well, it's weird, guys. I don't know if I have enough wheel spin or what, but I basically, could be the tires, could be my gearing. Again, it's 3250 gearing. The little drive shaft might be a little bit bent now, guys. I'm definitely hearing something. Oh yeah. Something's going on, guys. Power just cut, so. Oh, my pinion might have popped off. Let me take a quick look. I knew something was up. It was making some janky sound, so there's a chance I might have gotten one of these pieces of granite or a rock in my gears. I thought I did a pretty good job with getting my mesh set. Oh, there's a slight problem. What the hell? Oh man, I don't know if I've seen this before. Holy crap. Well, I guess this thing's gonna need a little repair here, guys. Damn, I didn't figure I'd bust a chassis this early. That's crazy. Well, isn't that special? It is only 55 degrees out here, guys, so I'll give the plastic that. I'm sure I can buff this out, get some Gorilla Tape on there, some glue. But seriously, huge shout out to Mitch and Avery Looper with M2C Racing. I'll get this fixed. I'm super stoked to try out their new upgrades. All right, guys. Late.